Hello, everybody in the Purposeful Pain community. It's Thursday, September 20th. I believe it's the 20th. I don't know. September 20th, 2018. And it's a bonus video. We know we don't do these on Thursdays, but you know what? I had an urgent request of a topic that they felt that I should speak on. And I obliged. This is for you guys. This is for us together. And I think it's going to be fun. But I want to ask that if you're going to speak to me about anything in this bonus video, please just watch the full video in length so you get all the information and know what we're talking about whenever we're discussing. But the topic of today, I was asked if I believe that black people in the black community should stop using the N-word. And it was asked by a black person, so let's cut the tension. And it was interesting how it was put, and there was a lot of scholarly information and people cited and why they think that we should stop using it. And I think it's pretty cool because as a person who does use it, no hypocritical information given here. I have used it. I do use it. It happens. I'm human. It's one of the things that I choose to do with my life that I accept. So whenever we're talking about should the black community use this word, I'm more than cool with getting rid of it. I think it's cool if we were to stop using it. I think that it's a lot more complicated than the question suggests. I think that when we ask the question, it's like do it or don't do it. And that's not necessarily the case. And I'm going to explain to you where I come from. And I know that my experience when I was growing up, whenever I'd cry, an adult would say, you're going to stop crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about. And that's something that stuck with me. And still to this day, when, there's tension, I remind adults and people of that conversation because that really bothered me. And that it really is a source of aggression for me. It's a trigger for me. It is. And what that shows is something that happened to me as a child has stuck with me and has influenced how I respond to things today. And I know that when we're talking about the N-word within the black community and when we're talking about how it's used, you hear things like it's a term of endearment. You hear things like it's for us to use. And I think both of those are applicable in situations. But as for it always being a term of endearment, I mean, you're as people, as someone in the black community, we use it whether we're, giving praise to somebody or if we're hostile towards somebody. So let's not say that it's only a term of endearment. What I will say is I will say that the term came about due to something traumatic that happened to a whole population, a whole group of people. Sort of like in the Rust Belt when all the jobs are lost. That's a collective, that's a whole collective experience, whether you're in Detroit, Aliquippa, West Virginia, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, the place at Youngstown, the places that are all in the Rust Belt have a collective experience. Well, this word is tied to a collective experience that was brought on a whole group of people, and it has evolved. And what I'm saying is although I'm cool with not using the word, I have a problem with saying or suggesting that it should not be used because the trauma that was brought upon, and I say trauma because the black population, the black community has never had an opportunity to heal from what happened in slavery. And if you want to say that you have had an opportunity to heal, well, how about you give me free reign to hurt you and let me pick your time frame for healing? How about that? So that's my only, rebuttal in that situation. But what I will say is that we as a population, as a community, have not healed from that moment. And you look in today's society, you have the gentleman in Dallas who was just killed in his own home. And not only was the woman not charged with murder, which if I get killed in my home, I would hope that that's what it's considered. But also there were measures taken to vilify somebody who's been murdered. And you see that whenever you see amongst other communities, other populations, when somebody commits a crime, they show their family photo and say that this was a nice guy who did something wrong. Um, but when it comes to black people, even whenever we're the victim, it seems as if we somehow are the bad guy, even though we were the ones victimized. It seems as if I were to die of old age, if I were to die of natural causes, an investigation will likely be done to vindicate Father Time and Mother Nature. That's how bad it seems. And when we talk about this N word, what to me, what the N word represents is the presence of that trauma continuing to happen over and over again. And if you don't follow along, please hit me up, call me. But that's what I have to share. That's what I have to give. And all these videos are to talk about pain and how we don't have to feel the pain a second time around. We can make our pain mean something. We can grow. So that's what this conversation is about. Whether you're white, you're black, Asian, anything. If you just want to talk, hit me up, even about this topic. Some people say that, you know, a white person can't talk about it. White people sometimes don't feel comfortable talking about it. Other people of other ethnic backgrounds feel that they can or can't. Me, I'm open. I'm black. You can talk to me about whatever you want to. So I ask that if you have any questions, you hit me up. Please don't run with any of this information as if I'm saying anything. Everything that I said is in this video that's 7 minutes long. It's a little bit extra, but I did it for you. Did it at the request of the viewers. So please subscribe, like, comment, thegoat@gmail.com. If you have my number, call me. You know, let's talk. Let's keep this conversation going. But if that's all, I'll see you guys Sunday for the next episode. You guys take care. Have a good day.